Meantime, could illegal immigrants save an aging U.S. workforce? Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke says that might be the answer.
We have now about 1 million immigrants a year, roughly speaking, maybe a little more, to overcome the effects of aging in terms of maintaining the labor force at its current levels, or proportion labor force participation, proportion of people who are working. We probably need something closer to 3.5 million.
And Pat Buchanan was a senior advisor to 3 presidents. He's now a top-notch MSNBC political analyst. Welcome to you, Pat.
How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing well, thank you. Ben Johnson, the director of the Immigration Policy Center at the American Immigration Law Center in Washington, joins us as well. Welcome to you, Ben.
Good morning.
I'll begin with you, Pat. Does he have a point, Bernanke, there, that if 12 million illegal immigrants are at some point given legal status, they will be added to the tax rolls and give a boost to the U.S. workforce and therefore the U.S. economy?
Look, they're also uneducated and unskilled and very low-income workers, so they will add enormously to the social welfare budgets of all the states to which they belong. Secondly, they will bring in their wives and children, who will add to the burden on education. Low-wage workers and illegal aliens are a net drain on the economy. I hope Mr. Bernanke was talking about some of the immigrants who do come in, who basically have college degrees and things like that, and add to the economy. But this fundamental question should be decided by the American people, not the chairman of the Federal Reserve.
Okay. Ben, why should the U.S. look the other way when it comes to illegal immigration? Is it a case that the economy is more important than respecting U.S. law?
Well, I absolutely don't think we should look the other way when it comes to illegal immigration. I mean, the goal here should be to make channels of immigration that are available to the workers that we need. We need to have more legal immigrants and less illegal immigrants. So I don't think that it's a question of turning a blind eye to illegal immigration. I think it's a question of how do we make an immigration system that will treat immigration as a resource, allow the workers that we need to come in to deal with the demographic changes in the United States, to deal with some of the shortages that we have in certain areas of our economy. Again, treat immigration as a resource, not just think about it as a law enforcement issue. It certainly has those components to it, but we've also got to be thinking about how to make the system work for the needs that we have in the United States.
Okay, but fellas, to both of you, what's it going to take to get it there? I mean, Pat, you say we're going to have to pose this to American people. What's it going to take to get Capitol Hill and everybody in Congress to get together and get something out there for the U.S. to vote on?
Well, I think those of us who believe in security first have won the battle. You got a 700-mile fence. The president's going to sign the bill to pay for it. Secondly, you got to deal with this illegal immigration. Stop it cold, and then start dealing with the illegals here. And I would agree after that, you do take a look at immigration. We decide together how many we want to come, because there's a lot of things we want. One of them, we want wages to rise for working people in America. When you got 36 million immigrants, most of them from the third world, they're pulling wages down.
Ben, what's your reaction to that?
Well, I mean, part of the answer is to, Pat talks a lot about building fences. If all we do is build fences and raid farms and factories, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We have to start talking about how to let immigrants into the United States that we need, how to create a regulated system of immigration. So we got to get...
We got 1 to 2 million pouring in every year. How many, for heaven's sakes, do we need? The American people want it stopped. It is the elites and the corporations who are demanding an endless supply of cheap labor to undercut American workers.
The United States doesn't want immigration stopped. They want an immigration system that allows these folks to come in legally.
If you look, I've never seen a poll that doesn't say that the American people want immigration reduced. Even Hispanic Americans, by something like 50 to 4, say immigration is too high and it should be lower.
Then you need to expand your reading materials, because the reality is most Americans want an immigration system that works for us. That means
so
you have...
How do you get the ball rolling there, Ben? How do you get it rolling? I mean, where do you get the starting point?
It's a great question. I mean, the starting point is to get past this politics, get past the labeling and the name-calling. Immigrants are here to do work in the United States. They're not here to take anybody's jobs. They're not here to sign up for welfare. They're here to do the things that we need them to do. Let's figure out how to create an immigration system that's a win-win for everybody. Stop illegal immigration by improving channels of legal
Theodore
immigration.
Roosevelt said, we don't want folks who just come here to work. We want folks who come to be Americans.
I agree completely.
Okay, well,
agree completely.
Then let's stop it right there. Nice point to end on. Gentlemen, thanks so much. Pat Buchanan and Ben Johnson, appreciate that.
Thank you.
Right now, we're going to